McDonald's. McDonald's is truly an empire over America. With over 10,000 locations in the US, McDonald's is freaking everywhere, dude. McDonald's is so popular that it's the only thing British people can think of when trying to roast Americans, unless they're making fun of a national tragedy. But McDonald's is a unique establishment in the sense that there are so many things we all enjoy, yet we laugh in its face like a monkey. Why is this the case? Alright, before we traverse too deeply into this topic, there's one thing I'm gonna need you all to understand. McDonald's is my guilty pleasure. The food is good. Yes, I said it, come at me. I like the McChicken. I like the other chicken sandwich. The fries are good. The sausage biscuits are the bomb. The feeling of getting McDonald's for breakfast is like waking up and finding 20 bucks under your pillow. Perhaps the most delectable delicacy at McDonald's is the McDonald's hash brown. Holy Lord, this thing is crafted by the hands of an angel. I've never purchased any singular item from a fast food establishment that is held to as high of a standard as this thing. All in all, if I had to rate McDonald's as a restaurant solely based off the food, in S tier would be like Chick-fil-A, Chipotle, Zaxby's, God bless you Zaxby's, I love you like a brother, and then right below it is McDonald's. It's solid A tier food, in my opinion. I'm a big boy. I'm 17 and I eat McDonald's like I'm 5. I sit down with my little sandwich and audibly go, and yes, I can see you crying and peeing your pants on the other side of the screen. Your soul has shattered at the sound of me saying that I genuinely enjoy this food. But I'm here to tell you, besides the actual taste of the food, we all hate McDonald's for pretty much the same reason. And that's because the establishment is sad. McDonald's is like one big liminal space. When you remember McDonald's as a kid, you remember it like you were in a dream. You remember the McDonald's play place that was full of inspiration and joy. And you distinctly remember a McDonald's you went to where the play place looked like a stick of dookie. That's what it looked like. And before almost every McDonald's was renovated into an uninspiring gray brick, your McDonald's was truly a part of your childhood, if you're anything like me. But recently, as I've aged like fine wine, my view of McDonald's has pulled a 180 spin move into the dumpster. And this is because of a few things. The first is the employees. When I say I dislike McDonald's as an establishment because of the employees, that's not to say I've had a bad experience with a McDonald's employee. It's not like Starbucks where I go in and all I see are a bunch of high school girls dancing for TikTok instead of taking my freaking order. No, it's because I feel bad for them. The working conditions at McDonald's are like a punishment. The grease, the oil, the chemicals, the noise, oh god, the noise. If I had to make a list of the most formidable sounds, the McDonald's beeping noise would be right at the top, right next to the iPhone alarm sound. I feel bad for these employees because that kitchen looks nasty. At the location I usually go to, I can see the kitchen pretty well from the counter, and I usually just watch the employees while I wait for the food. And I can see the grease build up on these employees as they work. The dude working the deep fryer sweats profusely, and it's just sickening. And this isn't to sound like the person themselves makes me sick, it's what they have to go through to make a quick buck. I'm sure the employees at this McDonald's are good, clean people. That sentence sounded really weird. And this also isn't to sound like they're experiencing the worst of the worst, like in the world, but in terms of fast food restaurants in America, it's pretty bad. And I've been to many fast food establishments. I mean, I'm the fast food guy. I am the guy.
I am your guy.
But what hurts me the most is seeing the elderly work at a McDonald's because they can't get a job anywhere else and they can't afford not to work. This makes me sad. Genuinely. These people should be settling down and spending time with their loved ones, but instead they're cooking for a 17-year-old who really likes McDonald's. I mean, I could partly blame this on the state because paying the bills in Washington is impossible unless you are Jeff Bezos. POV, this is what $1 million gets you in Washington. But this video is about why McDonald's makes me sad, and I see this more at McDonald's than anywhere else. The second reason is the location. I would like to briefly educate you on the details of my local McDonald's. The McDonald's I usually go to is in Redmond, Washington, smack dab in the center of town, right in the heart of the most nightmarish intersections in the state. I visit here rather frequently. I like to go here a lot after my adventures in education and learning. I find it to be a rather exquisite after-school reward. The building hasn't been renovated in years. The branding on the outside hasn't changed since the 2000s. The walls are kind of moist. Everything's a little bit shiny. There are 2 soda machines. One doesn't work and the other one only kind of works. It's one of those ones where you push the lever to get the soda and it comes out really soft for the first second, and then next thing you know, your arms are covered in Dr. Pepper because it freaking suicide bombed you. The lighting is dim and hazy. I've never been to the bathroom at this location, but I'm sure there's not much to write home about. This location is part of the reason I'm making this video, but I know for a fact there's other locations like this, in which case I blame the sadness of this location on McDonald's as a company. Seeing the decaying stock images of happy people on the wall as you shamefully stuff down a bag of fries is McDonald's desperate attempt to keep their customers from living a happier, healthier life. But I can't, because you haven't canceled the hash brown yet. I'm gonna go on a quick tangent here because I was scrolling for reviews and I found the most hilarious McDonald's review of all time. This is for the location that I'm talking about right now, and it says it's by Mick, who's a local guide. He's got the Google Maps review local guide stamp. And he says, my son, he rated it 1 star, by the way. He says, my son checked his sandwich before taking a bite. It obviously looks like someone took a bite out of the patty. We came here to this McDonald's regularly, and I would not recommend coming here. Luckily, my son didn't eat it. Now I'm worried about every time we were here and we didn't check our food. And then there's a photo of the burger where the patty, nothing else but the patty, only the patty, not even the slice of cheese, only the patty has a bite taken out of it. Somebody took a little munch. Somebody had a little late night snack and then put it in the burger. Like if you're gonna do that, just sneak one and then just eat the whole thing, and then don't serve that to someone. What are you doing? This may slightly contradict my whole desperate appraisal of McDonald's food in the beginning of this video, but like I said earlier, McDonald's is my guilty pleasure. The key word here is guilty. Yes, I think this food is yummy in my tummy, but don't get me wrong, I know it's not good for you. Oftentimes I crave McDonald's and I go into the eating experience satisfied, but end it ashamed. Now, I'm at the age where I could eat deep fried butter on a stick for breakfast and still somehow lose weight, but it's not always gonna be that way. McDonald's makes me fear for the future in the sense that I'm not sure if I'm gonna be stockpiling hash browns in my 30s alone and morbidly obese. Seriously, the hash browns are that good. You see the commercials of people taking a bite out of a quarter pounder and then hitting some cheeky smile as if they just accomplished something. This is a false reality. This is a logical fallacy. They're trying to get you to hop on that McDonald's bandwagon with all these happy people. Now, if you made a commercial where there was a little baby kitten eating a teensy weensy tiny little burger and captioned it "Ops Force Bro to enjoy an exquisite meal," then maybe I feel better about myself when stuffing down a few hundred calories. McDonald's is unlike many other establishments in that it's cemented itself as the primary example for unhealthy food. I mean, Burger King, Wendy's, KFC, Dairy Queen are all just as, if not more, unhealthy than McDonald's. Yet McDonald's is that one place we all collectively recognize as nothing more than unhealthy. The feeling of being on a road trip and passing by a McDonald's with nothing else in sight has always been and will always be a truly wonderful feeling. Seeing the golden arches radiate as the sun sets is like the work of an American Picasso. But the way I view McDonald's today has shattered the once dreamlike experience I had here as a kid. All of these things, the employee experience, the location, the unhealthy habits, makes McDonald's a truly sad establishment. And it's unfortunate that I feel this way because it makes me feel different about my childhood, but I think it's a turn for the better. I'm a better man now that I've openly roasted McDonald's, and even though I hated it as a kid, I will be the parent who says, we have food at home. Thanks for watching.